So myself Ranjana Mandik. Today we discuss double acting single cylinder pneumatic system of meter rod circuit diagram. So here is a meter rod circuit diagram is given here. So going through this meter rod circuit diagram. So basically we need the different parts name. So already we discussed in the part 1 video of a meter in circuit diagram. So just a remind for that. So first of all basic need is here air. So increasing the air pressure we use this compressor. First one we need a compressor. Then we need a FRL unit where filtration, regulation and lubrication will be occur. Then we need a direction section. This is your direction section, the direction control valve section. And this is your flow control section. And this is your cylinder actuator section. These are the sections we already discussed in your previous video. So this is also a 4-way 2-position direction control valve circuit diagram. These are the 3 diagrams are given here. So first is your close section, and one is your extension, next one is your retraction. The 3 figure is given in this board. The first is your close section. So close section all valves are closed here. The air valve is also compressor valve, all are closed here. When will be opened? Through a switch button, that is push button, and one is your spring offset button. So this is represent 2 position. Number 1, this is right hand left hand side, this is position number 1, and right hand side, this is the position number 2. This is the representing in this drawing. So when your position number right left hand side or one position will be activated. How will be activated? When your push button should be on, then the position should be activated here. This position represent the straight line manner. It will be direct in a streamline function is there. So here is a directly flow will be occur in a straight manner. This is called as left hand side position. So when left hand side position will be activated, the system should be do extension side one or forward one. So this is your forward one. How? When the air will be flow from the compressor to FRL unit, the FRL unit will be flow the air to the direction control valve, and the direction control valve should be flow the air in a cylinder section. So here is your left hand side, the air will be port should be left hand side, port open, the air will be go inside, or inlet should be occur the air. This side the exhaust of the air will be occur in your right hand side or your rod side of your cylinder. This is your rod side, this is your blank side. So air will be inlet here, then it will be occur extension of your piston, and here the air will be passed through this flow control valve. So here is your 2 section is there, one is your flow control valve section is there, and one is your check valve section is there. So here is your flow control valve closed and check valve should be opened here. Here is your flow control valve closed and check valve should be opened. That air should be go through this check valve and pass through the atmosphere or your reservoir. This is the basic function for your first hand or when your push button on a first position. Second one is your second position, that is your when a spring offset should be on. So this is your push button should be on. When your spring offset button should be on, the spring offset button on, then position number 2 or right hand side should be activated. Here is your not in a streamline function, this is in a cross section is there. The cross manner will be flow will be occur in this way. So here is your position if you consider it. This is called port 1, this is port 2, this is port 3, and this is port 4. 4 port, 4 position. Sorry, 4 way. And 2 position is there, this is called as 2. So 2 and 4 means 4 way, 2 position. This is your right hand side activated. So when right hand side activated, similar thing, the compressor should be around the pressure and the FRL unit will pass the air to the direction control valve, and the direction control flow the air to the rod side of your cylinder. How? So using of a flow control valve. Here what happened? The retraction should be occur and the function of retraction should be measured here for your meter rod circuit diagram. So this is a flow control valve should be open and check valve should be closed, and the air will be flow through this flow control valve for your right hand side of your cylinder or a rod side of your cylinder, and the retraction of your piston should be occur here. When piston retraction occur, this side air will be passed through this port number A or number port through the cross section to the outside the atmosphere or a reservoir in a cross manner. This is your flow will be occur in this way. So this is represent the retraction side. So basically we are discussing a meter in circuit and meter out circuit when you considering. The meter in circuit we are representing the control valve section, flow control valve section here. This section should be represented here, the basic difference. But in your meter out circuit we considering only the retraction side. So majority of your uses meter in or meter out circuit. How? When you are considering something like you consider a hydra, when your hydra will be considered here, when your extension will be required, then you will use meter in circuit where the load will be occur. When retraction side load will be required, you can use meter out circuit diagram. The uses of load is where you use the load important is there. That's why you use the meter in and meter out circuit. So meter in circuit, this is represent the meter out. Part 1 is your meter in. This is represent meter out. The basic difference you have to show. This is the basic difference. What? The flow control section is your basic difference. Otherwise, all are in a similar way. The same thing will be here. That in a meter in and meter out. Just the difference is here. Position is the control valve. This is the basic difference. And why we need? So according to needed of your system or customer's need. How? If a machine need something, there is a machine is there. There need for tool changes. So tool changes occur in a forward direction. Then this will require a tool changes. The pressure should be required. Air pressure should be required. Then you use meter in circuit or extension side circuit. When the tool changes will be occur in a reversal process, you have to need the retraction side. So pressure need is your retraction side. So you can use meter out circuit. This is the basic difference for meter in and meter out. This is all about your meter in, meter out circuit in a pneumatic system. Double acting, single cylinder, meter out circuit diagram is there. And the previous you already discussed meter in. This is all about this meter in, meter out. Anything you have to, you can suggest it.